Thanks again for joining us. Maple Grove is expected to get a front row seat to cutting-edge innovations in the world of biotechnology. A nonprofit called BioMADE plans to transform an existing building near Highway 169 and Elm Creek Boulevard to serve as a large-scale test hub for industrial biotech products. It will be a $130 million investment, with the state kicking in $50 million and the Department of Defense covering the rest. The new facility will help companies test their products before full-scale production using Minnesota-grown crops. The development is part of U.S. efforts to compete in biotech with China. The new facility is scheduled to open in 2027. 1 in 7 children face hunger in Minnesota, according to the nonprofit Feeding America. But I learned about a local nonprofit that's working to drop that number by ensuring no kids go hungry over the weekend.
Okay.
In Minnesota, one thing is guaranteed.
And these 2 pens are for the jerk chicken.
2 meals a day for school-age kids during the week.
There you go.
Food insecurities are high, and the climate around us talking about higher food costs continuing to rise.
But Forest Elementary social worker Katie Kaysen knows the toll hunger can take, especially on the weekends.
When kids are hungry, it can definitely be a trigger for disengagement. It's hard to stay focused. It's hard to learn.
The nonprofit Every Meal is working to address that weekend food gap. It all starts in its Roseville warehouse with volunteers.
By intervening in the early years, we're setting them up more for success as they get older.
Volunteers Wendy Olson and Carrie Stroh
Housekeeping here.
pack up bags of 5 different types of meals, all color-coded by cultural preferences or situational needs.
Hand, thumb, flip, boom.
Like this orange bag,
Down.
packed with food to make a meal for Latino diets.
Because they want the food to be nutritious, delicious, and relevant. And the relevant speaks to, culturally relevant so that they know how to prepare it, know how to use it.
The majority of these bags are prepped to go to schools, like Forest Elementary and Crystal.
Okay, you want to do one at a time, or?
That's where Chris Allen's set of volunteers come in. This group comes in on Fridays to drop off meals to any kid who signs up. No questions asked.
We don't want kids to go hungry. So that's the main reason.
The ladies roll their cart down the hallway and tuck bags into backpacks.
So now that's a green.
The drop-off is discreet, intentionally.
Okay, the next one's going to be yellow.
Those bags then go home to families. They feed about 4 people.
Okay, what have we got left? An orange?
And as the school's social worker, Kaysen says the weekend meals make a huge difference for these kids.
Being able to know that there's something there is just a safety, I think, that they feel. It's a different appreciation. It's a different gratitude.
Okay, there should be a purple.
Thanks to volunteers.
Oh, we did it.
Building that strong foundation behind the scenes. Every Meal is in 375 schools in Minnesota, most of them in the metro. They're always seeking volunteers for packing and distribution. We have details on how you can help at ccxmedia.org. A church in Golden Valley is making it easy to get a little extra help or to help someone else in need. Valley of Peace Lutheran Church is offering what it calls a blessings box. It's like a little free library, but instead of books, it has snacks and other food, health, and personal care products. The church wants the box to help kids at neighborhood schools who may be in need and families who could use a little extra help. Everything in the box is available for free and can be taken anonymously.
We do socks and deodorant and food, and it's been just really cool to watch people both come and take and people come and leave.
The Blessings Box is in front of the church on Bassett Creek Drive. The spring sports season is heating up, and if you have kids participating in youth sports, you know it's not cheap. In this edition of Business Matters, Delane Cleveland highlights a Maple Grove business aimed at helping families save a few bucks on equipment.
I'm actually looking for some soccer gear for my youngest son.
Every sport requires equipment, from clubs and bats to rackets and skates. And whether your kid is in one sport or multiple, the costs can add up quickly.
Absolutely, especially when they try something out and then decide they don't like it the first time out.
It's why Ryan Ollinger made his way to Play It Again Sports in Maple Grove, a store dedicated to buying and selling used sporting equipment. Tom Fraser owns the store with his wife.
We have 2 young boys. That's kind of how we got into it. They started getting into sports and realized how expensive everything was. If you have kids that do multiple sports, you can spend $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 a year on new equipment.
Lead pass ahead, and a shot away and a goal!
Youth sports is essentially built into the fabric of Maple Grove, but Fraser says the city didn't have a whole lot of places where families could buy used sporting goods. That all changed when they opened this store last August.
We might not be perfect for everybody, but I think that we could probably help out most.
He says roughly 75% of all the merchandise they sell is used. Fraser claims that people can save about 50% or more on the equipment they need by buying it here.
Keeps old items out of the trash. It's a good way to recycle that. It's green, and it just helps people, especially with young kids, save some money and equip them for each season.
According to the website projectplay.org, families spend more than $1,000 a year for their child to play their primary sport. That's up from nearly $700 in 2019. So if there's an opportunity to save a few bucks on equipment, Ollinger says having this resource in the community is a big help.
It gives us the opportunity to try a lot of different things and not buy brand new things every single time.
That's Lynn Cleveland reporting. According to projectplay.org, some of the reasons for the increased cost of youth sports include higher prices on team registration, travel, lodging, and private instruction.
There's a lot of excitement around athletics at Park Center High School this spring. One new sport has been added. Another has transitioned from club to varsity status, while two others are seeing a return to varsity play. Here's this week's CCX Sports Spotlight. For the first time in a decade, Park Center Boys Golf is competing in the Northwest Suburban Conference. Part of a co-op in recent years because of very low numbers, Pirates head football and now head boys golf coach Jordan Salas is leading about a dozen players, many of them new to the sport.
A lot of the kids didn't really have anything to do for the spring or weren't interested in maybe track or volleyball, boys volleyball. And when they heard about me trying to head up the boys golf team, a lot of guys got interested. They're very novice, very beginner, but I mean, we got to start somewhere.
Silas Polanco was one Pirates athlete here who had played golf before, and he's excited to be part of an emerging program and representing his school.
It's the first year it's been back in a while. It's nice to help out like the other guys that haven't really been playing a lot. Yeah, it's fun. I like representing.
Meanwhile, in the softball diamond, Park Center is also returning to varsity play after a couple of seasons of just fielding a B squad team. It's exciting for the players, all of them underclassmen.
We're kind of like, even though we were kind of like always in our own thing, just to kind of have like that well-grounded like official varsity is pretty good, and we get to play at that level and just like advance ourselves as players, and not only just as players but like people as well.
We have gotten creative with scheduling, and some of our female sports specifically too, and making sure we're creating schedules that maybe aren't in the Northwest Suburban Conference, but are non-conference schedules that help them see a little bit of success in terms of even competitive level.
Heading indoors at Park Center, things are even busier. Boys volleyball here and statewide moved from a club activity to a full-on Minnesota State High School League sanctioned sport, complete with a state tournament in June. Under head coach Michelle Chen, that's changed things for the players in a good way.
A large part of Michelle's mentality that she wants to bring to the team is a lot of discipline. Like we demand people. It's a new expectation that they're not used to. It usually takes them a bit to get back into it, and a lot of them, like, they feel the difference physically. We have a large group of seniors, about 12 out of the 15. For us, we see it as our one and only chance to make somewhat history for the school, especially since it's the first year. Not many sports groups in general get to do that.
The newest sport at Park Center? Badminton. About 60 girls are out. Anastasia Yang is one of them. The senior loves the sport, but wishes she could play longer for the Pirates.
It's been really fun. It's just kind of sad because it's my last year being at Park Center, and it's my first time playing badminton as an official sport.
Anastasia repeated a theme we heard from athletes in all four of these sports. It's nice to compete and represent your school in athletics.
Like, even if we lose, we're still Park Center Pirates, and obviously we have the pride for our school to go out and play.
Overall, Park Center has added close to 150 student athletes in varsity sports this spring, including a lot of new faces.
Our goal is, how do we keep kids engaged and participating, and what activities and what sports are attracting our clientele and our student body here at Park Center. And we want to make sure we have avenues for every student to feel like they can belong and be part of something. Studies show in the end, if they can see themselves in an activity and they can have a sense of belonging, then they're going to have more success later in life.
Boys golf coach Jordan Salas wanted to thank the Park Center and local golf community for their help in restarting the program, getting many donations of golf clubs, tees, balls, and more. And you can watch a Park Center boys volleyball match live on CCX Monday night, May 10th, when the Pirates play at Osseo. For the CCX Sports Spotlight, I'm John Jacobson. Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.